Okay, so we've got the wing cars lined up. This is our final 5, our showdown, and we've already got one on track. This is car number 94, UAS Esslingen. Up next, we have Missouri, car number 45. They were our skid pad winners for combustion. They already clipped a cone just as they left. Excuse me, 2.
I've just got one last word here from Taylor. He just want to say something.
Just real quick, I'd like to say go Team America.
So third up, we've got Monash, car number 66, another one of our wing cars. I think this is our first ever endurance with wings, and it looks pretty spectacular. I hope the times prove us right. And our 4th car's gone. That was car number 69, Hamburg Hawks. And the 5th car number 1, our winners from last year. That's the Global Formula Racing from Ravensburg. So let's see what kind of times they're going to be putting out there. They've got a 73-second lap to beat.
Yes, and I've got to say I can actually hear the grandstand, so this is great. I think the audience is loving this show. So can we have a great roar for our 5 finalists here from Oliver? Say the loudest scream that we can hear. It's maybe even louder than the cars. Come on. Woo! Yeah!
They sound very excited.
I am. I'm just trying to keep a calm voice and not get talking too fast here, but we really have extremely fast cars here on track. So let's have a look at their first times.
Yep, okay, we've started off with an 88 for Esslingen, 81 for Rolla. And car number 66 is just coming down the final straight. Let's see what they're going to get for us. 81.4, they're starting off pretty quick, but I think they're going to get a lot quicker, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. And here comes Hawks Racing Team across the line, followed closely by Global Formula Racing.
They've done it. They got a 75 on their first lap. How about that? Our winners from last year, Formula Student Germany, Global Formula Racing, Ravensburg, got a 75.73. So I think they're going to be getting below 73s, don't you?
Well, if that's her first lap, then yeah, but Esslingen is keeping up here, Missouri. So Missouri following them closely here on the slalom. So that's going to be the first blue flag that we're going to see here.
Yeah, we can hear the brake squeaking there. I think Missouri are going to be maybe a little bit frustrated when they're trying to push past, but there they go. They've got the whole track free in front of them now, so they can really push out a fast time. And they're already faster, 79.55. And Esslingen get 85.53. And it's definitely slower, I think, than the other cars, aren't they?
We'll just have to wait and see. We've got Monash now coming up. That's very good. KTM 1-cylinder engine, and that's a 77 seconds, so that's also a very top time.
What can Global do this time round? 74.68, wow.
That is extremely fast, so that means the 73 is going to be caught quite quickly, and I think ROT are watching closely now. Oh, this atmosphere is great. Audience going wild. We're seeing here loud shouts and screams. Got the hordes going as the cars pass. So team members and family members and friends and sponsors going wild as the car passes along straight on the Hockenheim ring.
So car number 45 just had the whole track open for them. And they're just about to cross the line. What are they going to do this time? 77.66. They're getting faster.
That is a very good time.
And we get an 82.46 from Esslingen. They're still slightly behind the other teams, but they're still improving. How I've been hoping the whole board would stay the whole day. We're in the green.
Oh yeah, but especially when we just see Global Formula Racing here, they're front with another best time, just like you said, and they really are driver working hard. We just saw that through the slalom. He's just slightly taking off the accelerator, and then he's going straight through, so he's taking great risks here to achieve these times. So we hope with that tactic. He'll not go too hard to his limits and maybe clip any cones, so we'll just hope that's going to be very nice and clean drive here for GFR, car number 1, winner from last year here in Hockenheim.
I kind of have this feeling that next year, as a result of the wings this year, we're going to see even more wings, don't you think?
Well, yeah, if the rules are going to stay like that, we're probably going to see some more wing cars, one-cylinder cars, but definitely seems to be a winning concept for the pace here on the racetrack here in Hockenheim.
So, have car number 45 improved in their time again? We'll just see. Yes, they have, slightly, 77.35.
Here comes Esslingen with 81.6, and that's Monash. Following up closely is GFR catching Monash. So,
car number 1 was slightly slower this time round, but I still think they've got it in them to get below the 73.60.
So we definitely have got 3 extremely fast cars here, and that's car number 1 Ravensburg, Hamburg, 69.76, and Monash. 4th at the moment with the best time is Rollo with 77.35, and at the moment Esslingen has still got to pick up the pace to keep within the race.
So up to now we've not actually proved that wings are faster.
Yeah, that's right, that's what we've been saying. At 74, 76 time, and car 45 and 94 really have to pick up the pace so that they can stay here in the top 3 or top 5 even, because we actually saw some cars before them doing faster times and constantly faster times, so they really have to push hard now. And here's another blue flag for Esslingen, which no, sorry, that was Monash, so that's Global Formula Racing, that's overtake Monash now.
So what have they done this time round? 75.2, hopefully they're going to have some space on the track to really push and get below the 74s.
And with all that overtaking, of course, the lap times are not going to be much quicker, so sorry, I've got an open racetrack. Global Formula Racing also, so we should be seeing some other quick times here from these 2 cars at least.
Ravensburg, GFR are going to be able to be pushing at some really fast lap times, and now they've got the whole track free in front of them. This scoreboard to go green again. It's gone a little bit white. I think the drivers really pushed it at the beginning and now kind of just are relaxing a little bit, and hopefully they're going to start pushing it towards the end. And I said it and they did it. We got another green number, which is 76 seconds.
Yeah, they really are pushing hard now, and they really need to, because they were on 78, so they really do need to catch up with Global Formula Racing. Monash here with another very good time, 77, but they don't seem to get quicker than that, so nor do Hamburg, also with a 77. And Essling is really struggling here with 82 seconds, so this could be something like they've a slower second driver that's running now, and a very fast driver we're going to maybe see in the driver change. So we're seeing all lap time, the lap numbers now, 8 picking up, so that means that we'll be seeing the last laps of the first driver, so they'll be pitting in shortly, and then we'll be having their driver change.
Yeah, I think we're all excited to see what their second drivers can do, and see if we can get down into the 73s, because right now it's RIT have just seemed to sort of set the bar so high.
Yeah, it really seems so. I think those two drivers are going to really are smiling broadly in the back, but then again, sadly they're not here competing here in the final 5, but we'll just have to wait and see for the second drivers, because in the autocross there's always, of course, the one faster than the other, so let's be patient and not come to too quick conclusions here.
Car number 1 is still looking very consistent with their 74 times. And they've all been given the last lap sign. So we're going to see them all in the pits at the same time.
Yes, and it's going to be very interesting. I hope not to see that any car will not be able to restart their engine, because these are all very good and professional teams here, so I think we'll be seeing all 5 cars back out on track after their drivers change. So who's going to be coming in first, Aaliyah?
I think it's going to be car number 94 actually, the Esslingen team. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be car number 45, Ralla. They managed to overtake the Esslingen team earlier on, and yep, they've done it. There's the checkered flag, and in they come for driver change. I think the driver's going to tell the other guy, his other driver, everything the track, and hopefully they'll be able to push it and get some even faster times next time round.
Yeah, so it comes glow before racing, but there was a bit of weird engine cut out there from Missouri. Hope that wasn't something severe, or if the car driver just killed the engine a bit too quick there, because it really rolled very slow. Monash are coming into the pits now, and now 69 cars. Second last is Hawks Racing Team, and last is of Esslingen. They are now being waved the checkered flag by Sebastian. So if we grab our attention back into the pits, the drivers have now got 3 minutes to change. So they have 3 minutes. That's not going to be added on to their endurance time. Anything that goes above those 3 minutes, of course, means that time will be added to their total endurance time, and that's going to cause basically something like penalty points, and no team really wants to have that. And I'm seeing here a couple of officials and judges taking photos, so this is quite a sight to see so many wing cars here. Pat smirking there as I'm saying it. So the technical inspectors here from DECRA, they're really doing a good job looking closely if they can see any fluids coming out the car, if there's any oil or brake fluid there, if everything's still on and functioning. And I think we have our first driver complete. Who's that, Aaliyah?
It sounds like car number 1, GFR, are trying to restart their engine, requiring a couple of attempts. It's gone deadly quiet. Let's just wait.
Yeah,
That's not sounding good, is it?
No, definitely. They were the ones with some engine mapping problems in the acceleration and skid pads. So as long as the driver keeps calm and knows what he's doing, I know this car, when it starts instantly. So we're not coming to two conclusions, but it's really not sounding good. This is the 8th or 10th try now. And who's that starting up? Is that KTM?
Sounds like car number 45. Oh, no, I think we've got Monash. We've got our first engine going. That's from Monash.
And that's Missouri also. They've got the go, so they're trying to start their engine also.
So we've got one car back. We've got car number 66. This is the Monash team. This is one of our Australian teams. And I hear some more engines. What's happening there?
Well, there was a big cry out here from the Hawks fans because Hawks Racing Team have got their engine running. GFR, all the drivers still praying here that the car will start. He's got his 12th or 14th try now, and the battery's still not dead, so they're still trying. There's some still chance. Missouri now have got the clear, and I think the driver's trying to start the engine also, but he's having some difficulties here too.
So from our final 5, we've only got 1 car back on track. This is our Australian team, car number 66 from Monash. They're back with their second driver. And we've also got the other car, is car number 69. This is the Hawks Racing. They're back on track.
And we just heard that Esslingen started their engine. The technical inspectors said he had to kill the engine again because there's... No, that's all right. They're giving a thumbs up. He's restarted the engine again. He's got to close his visor, and he's going to be the next car up getting the green flag. So how are the 2 cars doing out there on track?
So Monash are just about to complete their first lap with their second driver. They're just coming down the final straight.
And I've got some really bad news here, Leah. That's car number 1. They've timed out. They were not able to stop time for the 3 minutes plus the 2 minutes extra. That's really bad luck for the winners from last year, Global Formula Racing. So a big round of applause for our GFR team here. They did really good lap times, but sadly, that's the end for them. So we're still waiting for 1 car. Esslinger's back on track. 1 car still left, and that's Missouri. But their time is running out as well.
So we have got 3 cars back out here, and we've got 2 fast times already. Car number 69 have already got a 78.53 on their first lap back, and car number 66 from Monash in Melbourne, Australia, got a 78.95. Esslingen have also gone out. They've not yet to complete their first lap. What's happening with Ralla?
Well, I got another bit of bad news here, Leah. That's skid pad winner Missouri. They could not restart their engine, so sadly that's the second car from the total 5 that are going to be out here. So the 3 cars that we're seeing here are our sole top 3, I think, together with RAT, so that's going to be a very close save, but we'll just have to wait and see how these teams perform and how the second drivers perform on track, and maybe even get a good time close to RATs or even beat their time.
Yeah, so Monash just completed their second lap. They're still staying pretty consistent. They got a 78.65. Hamburg, however, got a new fastest time for them, 75.33. That's faster than the fastest lap from Munich that we saw before. How about Esslingen? Yep, they got an 80.38. Not bad for their first lap. I think they're going to get below the 80s very shortly, probably on their next lap.
So we've got Hamburg Hawks doing a very good time, 75, like Aaliyah just said. We've got Monash here, and still Esslingen coming still in the 80s, so they're not performing such fast times as their competitors, so this really looks like RIT will shift up a couple of places on the scoreboard here.
So, what are Monash going to do this time? 76.72, they've got their new personal best. And have the Hawks done it again? No, they've not, but that's still a very quick time, 76.878. And Esslingen, are they going to get below the 80s this time round? Let's hope so. Oh, but they've done it, 78.07.
Well, definitely that's a good improvement there to the first driver, so I think the driver's just getting really attuned with the track and the pace here, so we should be seeing faster times from Esslingen, and we're already seeing very good times here from cars 69 and 66. Really loud sound from that KTM LC4 engine from Monash here. Coming into the slalom. Slalom is just full throttle on, just slightly off the gas, and then full throttle on as he accelerates out the slalom. Hawks a bit longer off the accelerator, so probably gaining some time there.
I don't see very many cones yet, so I think they're all driving pretty clean.
Yeah, especially in this tight competition, the driver's got to be fast and they've got to have very clean, because if you look at the time, 75 second, 2-second penalty at 77, that's really going to drag it down at the total time of endurance. So,
So we've got car number 94. They've just crossed the line and they got fast. They've got a 76.22. That is incredible.
So we just had a look at the design finalists, and Monash car 66 is the only car on track that's still running and is in the design finalists, so we'll have to wait until later this evening at the awards ceremony whether or not they get a very good endurance time here and also a very good placement in the engineering design event.
Car number 66. Let's see what the Hawks do this time round. 77.16. That was a little bit slower, but they did hit my favorite cone, so. And car number 94 gets their quickest lap again, a 76.22.
So at the moment, it really looks like as if RIT are still can really relax here with their fastest times. Both drivers really setting a high standard here. Monash is still struggling to get close to those times.
So can they get another fast time? Here comes Monash as they cross the line. 75.66. Yes, they can. They're just getting faster. Has Hawks done it as well? Oh, not quite, but still 76.1.
And now coming around as Esslingen with their 4-cylinder engine. Monash, of course, just with a 1-cylinder. And you've already keep in mind in the total score there's also a fuel efficiency event, so that's another 100 points. And the car is will score the amount of fuel that is using here in the endurance. So for those cars that finish, that again is a complicated formula because they actually take into account the very fastest lap time. So if you have a very fast lap time and, for example, you say use 3 litres of fuel and another car does the second fastest lap time just does maybe 2.8 for fuel, then that's going to be a very close shave because that's taking balance with that formula. So that we're always taking into account how fast the car's taking, so the total energy balance.
And they get a new fast time. That was car number 66, 75.33. And they've done it again. Car number 69, the Hawks from Hamburg, at 75.29. But Stuttgart is still beating these cars. They've got a 74.93. What does that tell us about Wings?
Well, it certainly has proven a point here, Leah. I'm just still patiently waiting and hopefully seeing a 74 time from these two cars. That's the minimum I really want to see from those two cars.
Yeah, so these cars are now on their 17th lap. They are going to get that beautiful white last lap sign, which is going to mean that they will only have one more chance to beat their fast times, which they might have to do to even get a top 5 place. I mean, we weren't counting cones, but it looks like that these cars weren't quite as fast as the ones before without the wings.
the times they're setting now are definitely good times. The times are set before from, for example, Stuttgart to Munich. They're also 75, 76 times. So that really does seem close. That means that the non-wing cars are still high up in the competitiveness. Not sure how many points ahead that our RIT team are going to get through those extremely fast lap times. So that might be quite a bit of a score difference there in the total scoring of the endurance from first to the next runner-up.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to end up looking at the number of cones. We're going to really have to count every single cone and hope that
yeah, just hope that our officials can really do a good job here and be very, very good in spotting what cones and what actually happened and precisely add up the number so that tonight we will get a correct answer and a correct total endurance time.
As the check one finisher for our endurance final, and it is on our team from Australia. Congratulations, Monash, you have finished endurance at Formula Student Combustion 2012. I'll do that one.
And the next one coming in, that's Hawks Racing Team. Congratulations. So we've got Monash, design finalist, and the race car driver just revving up the engine, really happy. And all the team members. We've got the last car now up on track with the last lap. That's Esselien still going strong here. But from the times, a bit disappointing. Not as fast as the fastest times we've seen so far, especially from the first driver. Second driver a bit faster with 77.6 and I think even a 76, I'm not sure, but not very consistent. But well done there. So to our audience who's been watching, this is the last car. And I think we should start getting a rollout.
I think he wants to say, please could you give this car, or be prepared to give this car, a huge cheer, because they are looking very strong out there, and I think they are going to be our final car to complete endurance. Our intelligence officer's just been counting up the number of cars that completed the combustion endurance today, and how many was it?
36 before these, so 3 more, makes it 39.
And I think that's our highest number ever teams that have completed combustion ever, so which is amazing. The quality of these cars has just improved. So car number 94, they are coming down round the final horseshoe and down the final straight, and they are going to be our final car to complete endurance at Formula Student Combustion Endurance 2012, and they've done it. Well done, UAS Esslingen, car number 94. That was a fantastic final lap.
Well, Leah, it's been a very long day here, and we had a fabulous audience. We really want to thank you guys for supporting all the teams here in the Formula Student. I want to say a great big thank you to the grandstand. That's the first time that we've had that grandstand open for the public, and I think we've also set a new record of guests here. Yesterday, I think it was over 3,000 visitors was at, and looking by the full seats that we're seeing, I think we've really got that up maybe to 4,000 or even 5,000 guests. I think that's a really big record here. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this event, and for all the teams and drivers, thank you for participating. Aliyah, I think we had a lot of fun here.
Oh, we did, and I hope we'll see most of you at the award ceremony tonight, where we find out who actually won, because we only have the fastest lap time out now.